Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at the nymphs and witches of Greek mythology. However, before we begin, just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Please don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. What is a nymph in Greek mythology? In ancient Greek folklore, a nymph is a minor female deity. Different from Greek goddesses, nymphs are generally regarded as personifications of nature. Nymphs are typically tied to a specific place or land and depicted as beautiful maidens. They were not necessarily immortal, but lived much longer than humans. Calypso was a nymph in Greek mythology who was the daughter of the Titan Atlas and Pleione. She lived on the island of Ogygia, where according to Homer, she detained Odysseus for 7 years. In the Odyssey, Calypso falls in love with the fabled Greek hero and offers him immortality if he marries and stays with her. Though Odysseus is first enchanted by her singing and dancing, he eventually longs for his home in Ithaca and his life with his wife, Penelope. Odysseus appeals to his patron goddess Athena for help. By order of Zeus, Hermes the messenger is sent to tell Calypso that she must set Odysseus free, for it was not his destiny to live with her forever. She angrily comments on how the gods hate goddesses having affairs with mortals, but eventually concedes and releases Odysseus to his true destiny. When it comes to enchantresses, Circe immediately comes to mind. Circe was a minor goddess and believed to be the daughter of the god Helios and the nymph Perse. Circe was renowned for her vast knowledge of potions and herbs. Through the use of these and a magic wand or a staff, she would transform her enemies or those who offended her into animals. The best known of her legends is told by Homer in the Odyssey. According to the fabled author, Odysseus, returning home from the Trojan War, visits Circe on her island, Aeaea. Circe changes most of the Greeks into swine. Odysseus then agrees to live with her for a year as long as she releases his crew from her spell. Circe's ability to change others into animals is further highlighted by the story of Picus, an Italian king who she turns into a woodpecker for resisting her advances. Another story tells of her falling in love with the sea god Glaucus, who prefers the nymph Scylla to her. In revenge, Circe poisoned the water where her rival bathed and turned her into a dreadful monster. The Graeae were 3 sisters who were witches. They were old and had to share one eye and one tooth among them. Due to their lack of godliness, the Graeae were given jurisdiction over a swamp. Tradition has it that the Graeaes were daughters of the sea deities Phorcys and Ceto, and sisters to the Gorgons. In Perseus' quest to find Medusa, he sought out the Graeae sisters to learn of the whereabouts of the Gorgon. He was able to coerce them for the information he needed by stealing their lone eye and ransoming it back to them. According to the Greek writers of antiquity, the sirens were dangerous creatures who looked like a combination of women and birds. It was believed that the sirens lured nearby sailors with their enchanting music and singing voices to shipwreck on the rocky coast of their islands. In Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus protects his crew by having them place wax in their ears so as not to hear or be tempted by the calls of the sirens. But what of Odysseus? He was determined to hear the song of the sirens and had his men tie him to the ship's mast. He ordered his men that under no condition were they to change course. He also ordered his men to take a sword to him if he should break free and try to swim to the island. Though Odysseus suffered temporary insanity, he endured. However, he did keep secret the song of the sirens. Where was the land of the sirens located? It was believed that the homeland of the sirens to be a small group of islands located in the Tyrrhenian Sea off the southwestern coast of Italy near Campania. These islands share rocky coastlines that have brought many a mariner to his doom. This brings us to the end of part 1 of Nymphs and Witches in Greek mythology. In part 2, we will take a look at your questions and comments. Just as a reminder, we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also included both our email address and our Instagram information. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to our channel. This is really the best way to help our channel grow. Thank you for joining us on this edition of Traveler's Tales. Kartistos.